Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. You think Beyonce can't stand a chance?
No, I don't think Beyonce stands a chance when it comes down to the music that they create. A lot of music Beyonce put out, she does not create herself. She might co-write it, but a lot, especially a lot of her hits, she doesn't create herself or
But
write
that's a
herself.
lot of artists though. R. Kelly, Michael
I agree
Jackson.
with that, but there's plenty of art. There's plenty of songs that R. Kelly has wrote,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and there's plenty of songs that R. Kelly has wrote for other
Oh
artists
yeah. I think I read something. I think he wrote
that
like.
are number one hits.
Mm-hmm.
That like that. Even I feel like even the songs outside of Kelly, outside of R. Kelly, even the hits that he has wrote for other people, I
Right.
believe that they might more than likely it will surpass Beyonce.
Yeah.
If
Right.
we're talking about what artists do alone,
Mm-hmm.
not the help or the assistance from other people, but what artists do
Right.
alone, I feel like R. Kelly catalog will wipe her out. And I'm a huge Beyonce fan. Like I'm a Beehive
Mm-hmm.
die hard fan.
Right. Right. But I was gonna say that I read something before. I think R. Kelly wrote like 60% of the songs in the '90s. Um, he took over the '90s. I think like 40 to 60% of the records.
No, he
Babyface,
had
L.A. Babyface, and L.A. Reid wrote a lot of records too. But he wrote a lot of songs in the '90s. Uh, the man is talented. Only a few rap people, Beyonce does write. But when you get bigger like an artist like Beyonce, you're not sitting in the studio for
like
hours.
that's kind of like saying Drake write all his music.
No, and I don't really care about who. I just care about if the music good or not. But I mean, Drake does write some of his music, but you got to think Beyonce is a multi-millionaire, billionaire. You don't have artists like her or Rihanna when Rihanna don't put out music no more, or Drake just sit in the studio for hours. They get what they call
Taylor
A&Rs,
Swift.
huh?
Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah, I don't listen to Taylor Swift music, but I'm
I
sure she
don't either,
don't.
but I'm just saying like that. Like she's an example. Taylor Swift is a billionaire off the music she wrote alone.
Yeah, yeah. But I was as I was saying, like they got what you call A&R. They got artist representative repertoires that go send them records, and they have a staff, and they got people that send them records, like upcoming artists that send them demo tapes. Well, not tapes no more. Send them demos, and they get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how they do it, and they pick which songs sound good, and they just change the words around. Like the song "Let Me Love You" by Mario. Neo wrote that biggest hit. That's Mario's biggest song. Not one of my favorite songs by him, but he got other good songs. But that was like that's the biggest song right there. I think
So
number
I have a
wise.
question for you. What
Yeah, go ahead.
like, what out of all like out of the genres you know and listen to, what genre do you like? Would you say is your favorite or describes you?
I don't know. I mean, I love I like music. I like some old country. I like rap. I just like good music. It's good music. It's good music. I love all. I don't like being put in the box though.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
for sure. But now, how you feel about the Chris Brown and Usher concert? Now, Chris Brown went viral for a show in Minneapolis. Let me show you this video right here. I want you to see this video of him dirty grinding on stage. Do you think a women who are married or in a relationship should get on stage with Chris Brown? Dry humping.
That is so cringy to me.
Wait, are you getting secondhand embarrassment? Do you
Yes.
feel mortified by this? Are you mortified by this?
As a woman, first of all, as a grown man, that he looks good. You don't get me wrong. Chris Brown does look good. He's very handsome, very sexy. But for me personally, I don't know. Like I don't know because the way I speak, a lot of these young women they'll call me a pick me and this is that and the third and stuff like that, or a lot of the men too. So like I personally I wouldn't be getting up on no stage gyrating on nobody like a jive turkey or anything like that. I wouldn't be doing none of that, and I wouldn't be letting nobody dry hunching me in front of thousands of people at all, regardless if I only live once a night. That's not something that I would do. However, the respect that I have for myself isn't the same respect that somebody else might have for them. And just because I might have a certain level of respect for myself and somebody else don't, that doesn't mean they don't respect themselves. It just different strokes for different folks. That's something that I don't condone in.
Right. Chris Brown and Usher about to end a lot of relationships, a lot of divorces. I ain't gonna say they gonna end it the women in it because I feel like if you go up on stage, you know, you already know what time it is. Serenading the women. Usher was putting cherries in women's mouth. Usher been on tour forever. Usher been on tour the last 5 years. I feel like, god damn. But yeah. Who would you take? Usher or R. Kelly? Who you taking?
Who would I take, Usher or R. Kelly?
Yeah.
I'll take Usher because R. Kelly like kids, and I can't do nothing with a man that like kids.
Well, I was talking on the music tip, but okay, okay.
Well, Taylor, to clarify that then, R. Kelly, when it comes down to music, I'll take R. Kelly over the over Usher over the music.
Okay. Uh, One vocal performance can save your life. Who are you choosing? Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, or Aretha Franklin?
Mariah Carey.
I'm taking Whitney. Whitney vocally, I think, is better than all of them. But
I think so. I think Mariah Carey. There's notes that even Whitney Houston can't hit that Mariah Carey can.
nah, I take that back. Nah, I disagree because Whitney Houston had the voice. That was her nickname, the voice. And one
I
thing
agree with
about the
that.
black community, once you get a nickname, you stuck with it forever.
I agree with that, but I still believe, if my life depended on it and Mariah Carey had to sing, I feel like shit. She'll sing my ass to life and for the next 3 lives too.
Uh, I just feel like I still haven't heard a voice as beautiful as Whitney Houston is. But one thing I like about Mariah Carey, I like her music more, but because she dabbled with the rap shit. Whitney never did collabs with rappers and track, and you know what I'm saying. Mariah Carey did on the rap shit. She did some,
Do
you
you think
know,
Jennifer Hudson is borderline like is up there with Whitney Houston?
no, Jennifer Hudson. I could find voices like Jennifer. She can sing well, but I just don't listen to her music. I don't listen to. I'm not checking. I don't think nobody's checking for Jennifer Hudson. Got like a church voice to me. She got like one of them church voices you would sing at a wedding, a funeral,
Yeah.
a choir voice. She got a great voice. It just let me ask you this: when the last time some guy that went out and said, "Man, throw on some Jennifer Hudson music, play that Jennifer Hudson song"? When the last time you heard somebody say that? You let me know. I know I don't go outside all the time. Huh?
I said I agree.
Uh, this is okay. Who you think? Which guys are you attracted to more? Football players, basketball players, baseball players. Like, which guys are you attracted to the most?
Oh, what athletes I'm attracted to the most?
Yeah, when the ones I just named.
What athletes?
Yeah.
It'll be out of basketball players and football players because I love tall men, but I also love big men.
Why do you think a lot of women are attracted to taller men versus short men?
Well, I believe I personally don't. What I believe it is, I think it has something to do with the. I personally don't know. I'm a tall woman in
How
general.
tall are you?
Huh?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Okay. That is pretty tall for a woman. I'm short. I'm 5'5". So if I was,
Short.
yeah, I'm 5'5".
Damn, you short?
Yeah. So if you saying if I approach you, you saying I'm too short for you?
Yeah, I'm taller than you.
Mm. So you don't want no guy that
And then when I have on heels, I'm easily 6'3".
So you think just a man being short himself is unattractive to
I don't
most?
think a man being short himself is unattractive because there's plenty of attractive men out there. I think for certain women, being short is not an attractive thing. And for me, it's not that being short is attractive. I just don't want somebody shorter than me. So naturally, a woman wants somebody that's bigger than them, that's taller than them. That's just naturally.
Mm.
You can be bigger than them and not be taller than them. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? So that's a different story. Women do also like that as well, for sure.
I also see some, I see some like all the tall guys want the short women, and all the tall women want the tall men. But you don't see tall men with tall women,
I've
and the
seen it.
short guys are left with nobody.
Yeah, I've seen tall men with tall women. Like I'm a tall woman. The guy that I was with previously, he's a tall man. He's 6'7", and I'm 5'9".
6'7". What the hell? You was in the NBA?
Nah, he's just a big man. He's just a really big man. And like with me, I'm a tall woman for my height. I'm not the tallest, but I'm like I said, I'm a tall woman. And when I put my heels on, I'm easily 6'3". And because I'm naturally tall and I'm naturally skinny, on top of that, I just don't want a little man. Like that's just like having a vine trying to wrap around or grow up a tree stump.
Mm. I mean, you like what you
Having a
like,
vine like
but I just find it funny though when women say they like tall men, which they're entitled to their preferences or whatever the case. That's their prerogative. When guys say they don't want overweight women or fat women or they don't want women with
that's
kids,
okay.
and they say they're misogynistic or they hate
That's
women.
not
But I just find it
misogynistic.
funny when women have preferences and men have preferences and standards, they're labeled. Hmm.
So this is what I'm saying. This is my thing. I think this is what the disconnect between not a black man, but with men and women are when it comes down to that. Because it's okay for 100% okay for a man to have that preference. If that woman is overweight, if she's too big, and this is that and the third, that is 100% okay. Because I feel that way as well. The problem come about is when you know you are attracted to a specific type of woman and you go for another type of woman, and when you do go for that type of woman, subliminally you mention things that you want to change about her that you're attracted to in other women that she don't necessarily have. Like I'm gonna give you an example. Me, for example, I'm a tall slim woman. A man might go out of his comfort zone or go out of the normal that he usually talk to and talk to somebody like me, a tall, petite, a tall, skinny woman. Whereas that's not what he's used to. He's used to dating maybe skinnier women, or if it is tall women, they're full figured or they're curvy. When you're dating somebody like me, you don't go out of your way. Oh, you look good. You just need a little bit more booty. You just need a little bit more ass. You just need a little bit more this. You just need a little bit more that. It's the same way when you go out of your way and talk to a woman that's outside of your outside of your preference. You don't go out of your way and tell her you just need to lose a little bit more weight and you're gonna be good. You need to do da 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 and you're gonna be good. That's where the problem comes about. Like with me,
I,
it would make me feel some type of way when if I know that's the type of women you date and this is my natural body, but you come over here telling me I need to grow my
right,
titties.
right. But okay, I feel that. I feel that. Everybody tells it. Whoever you like is your prerogative, though. But we're gonna move on with just two artists define your music taste. Oh, shit. You, damn. Yo, you just go. White folks like city.
Okay, but yeah, like I feel like that's where the problem comes about.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I hear you. I hear your prerogative and everything. That's your prerogative. But with two artists, define your music taste, though.
Huh?
I was saying, which two artists define your music taste?
I'll say Sister Rosetta
Mm-hmm.
and Beyonce.
Okay, okay. Who you think the most fashionable artist? Like who can dress the best?
Who dresses the best?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'd say car. Never mind. I don't know.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Fabulous, one of my favorite best dressed. Kanye West, Nas used to put it on.
I like Nas because I like the way he dressed as a man. Most male artists, I don't like the way they dress. I feel like it's not authentic and it's feminine.
mm,
Nas, he dresses really nice and very masculine. I feel like a lot of these other artists is either retard, like I don't know.
I'm gonna say, Lil Baby can dress. I like the way Moneybagg Yo dress. I used to say Pop could dress. Pop used to put it on. Big used to put it on for a bigger guy, heavier set guy. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go with them right there, like fly, like shit. And Fat Joe don't get enough credit. Like Fat Joe
I'm
could put
not
it on.
attracted to those. I'm not attracted to, like, I really can't say as a man because I'm not attracted to that type of style when it comes down to how men dress. So
Okay.
like those men that you're calling out, like I've seen the way that they dress, but they all kind of dress similar to me, and
Oh.
it's not a style that I'm attracted to.
Mm. How you feel about? Would you date a guy? Uh, I, don't even, I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. But anyways, how you feel about Prince, a guy who used to wear like leather pants with his cheeks out and used to dress effeminate? How you feel about that?
Well, I can't go too much into detail about that. I just got a warning on TikTok saying that we're presenting hate speech.
I don't even see how, but I don't. Freedom of speech is freedom. But
I
anyway,
don't
go
know
ahead.
how, but I did just receive
Yeah, 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 yeah.
on my
But
live that we were something that what we're talking about
right,
is super
I don't even pay that no attention, man. Just keep talking though. Yeah,
okay.
like I ain't pay that no attention. It's
Okay.
just weirdo behavior. I don't know. People talk about way worse stuff than me. I'm just talking about fashion. But could you date a guy dressed like how Prince was? Mm. Do you feel like Prince set the mold when it come to guys like for the Andre 3000s, the Young Thug wearing dresses? Like you feel like he kind of set that mold, like
No, I don't think he set that mode. I because
set
there
the
are plenty.
trend?
I think there are plenty of male artists that came before him, especially in the '80s, especially like regarding like voguing and stuff like that. I feel like there's plenty of male artists from the '80s, whether it's from pop, rap, rock, metal, you name it, that had a very, very, very similar style to Prince, and some of their styles were even more outrageous than Prince, or not outrageous, but more expressive than Prince. So I don't think so. I just kind of feel like a lot of these things that these people are doing are being regurgitated from back in the not the back from the 1900s, with whichever ones you want to talk about, the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s,
Right,
whichever
right,
one.
right.
I feel like all of this stuff is being regurgitated from style to like style, fashion, music, everything. So I don't think that there's a specific type of person from today's generation that brought back anything. I just feel like it's naturally natural for things to be regurgitated, and I feel like that's what they're doing.
I was gonna okay, cool. Which female fan base are the most unbearable? Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, or Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj,
Okay.
Lord.
Okay.
Let me hush before a barb get up on here and drag me to filth.
Nah, man, this talk your shit. Pop your shit. Pop your shit, twin.
But the barbs, I used to be a diehard Nicki Minaj fan. Like I used to tear people apart, and I just, I found myself. I found myself at a young age, and I stopped being parasocial. And that community right there is so full of it's a hard community, but that
Right.
community right there,
Mm-hmm.
that community don't play no
I
games.
mean, Nicki Minaj fan base, I think, are blind witnesses in the Delulu, and I think they're psycho. Her brother is a pedophile, and her husband is a pedophile. But hey, guess it's about who we like. It's about who we like. Uh, yeah, I think it's about who we like though. That's what it's about. Yeah, that's just wild to me. Who you taking though? What you like? Tim's or Nikes?
Tim,
Huh?
what you say?
Tim's
Who?
or Nikes? Like what type of shoes you like more? You like to see a
Oh,
guy
I
Tim's or
thought you
Nikes?
said Tim's. I thought you was talking about the artist.
Nah, she's beautiful though. But yeah,
I thought you was talking about the artist. I didn't even know who he was gonna say next. I think Tim's top everything. I think there was an artist that you said who describes me
yeah.
earlier, and I said Sister Rosetta and Beyonce. I'm gonna take that back. It's 100% Sister Rosetta and Tim's for sure.
But for sure. But anyway, like Tim, yeah, okay, cool. Tim's or Nikes though. Which one you like to see on guys?
Oh, I like to see Nikes on men.
Okay.
Different types of Nikes on men. I feel like Tim's are cool. I feel like Tim's is more so of a streetwear.
Mm.
Nikes can be too, but for sure Tim's definitely remind me of like New York street fashion.
Mm. Who you think better, Tim's or Lauryn Hill?
Tim's or Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
Given that, I feel like statistically, as of right now, it's gonna be Lauryn Hill because she still has a timeless. All her music is timeless. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like later on down the line, Tim's might also be in that category of timeless music as well because at any given moment you can rock her music. I go with Lauryn Hill because I'm an oldie, so like her music can be played at any type of time. I was just playing with you earlier. I'm not 44.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh God, I was about to say, bro, you aging backwards like Benjamin Button. Then, what's the most disrespectful moment of one of your favorite artists?
The most disrespectful moment of one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them. I have some of my well, I don't think I don't know. I have a couple of artists that I really like. I think one of them is Beyonce. When people were trying to say her baby bump was fake. Sierra, when people tried to say that she was born a man. Who else? Oh, Tyler. I love me some Tyler. I don't know why a lot of the people over here in America do not like Tyler, but I feel like a lot of people say things how she uptight. She thinks she better than everybody. I feel like that's disrespectful, given the fact that she loves herself. And I feel like as a black woman, when you just love yourself too much and you exhibit that, it can come off cocky and people try their best to humble you, especially if you're a black woman. What else? I can name a couple of them. What else? Whitney Houston, how Oprah tried to come out and say that girl fell.
I don't see what the big deal about that. I mean,
I don't
hold on. I
think
just want to say
there's no
something.
big deal about it, but I just kind of feel like certain stories, like stuff like that, you don't necessarily bring that up when somebody isn't there to defend themselves.
Why not bring it up?
Why
It's
would
part
you
of.
do that? That was like that's literally
Everybody knows she was a dope fiend that loved to get high and do drugs. You know Whitney
that's not why
Houston.
she fell.
Well, anyways, you know Whitney was a dope fiend when she said Bobby Brown is the king of R&B. You know what kind of drugs she was on when she said that? You
Damn, I
know
know she
what was
was.
going through her mind when she uttered those ridiculous words.
Her man was going through her mind.
She
Her
said he was
man.
the king of R&B. You know how disrespectful that is?
I don't give a damn. My man is the king of the world, if you ask me.
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn. My man
Somebody
runs
should
the
have slapped.
world.
Somebody should
If
have
you
cut the
ask me.
mic off it right then when she said that shit. Get your ass off this stage. They should have
I,
threw eggs and tomatoes at your ass. He
oh,
the king of R&B.
I
He
guess
only
I was
got
gonna have
one
to
good
exit
song.
left. I guess I was gonna have to exit left because I'm a supporter, a big supporter.
But
I
we
went
can't be
around
deluded.
you.
But certain, like you just said, you said certain people shouldn't say things. But everything on your mind, you don't need to say. You don't need to call this man the king of R&B. So he's better than
Everything
Stevie
in your
Wonder,
mind, you got to
Luther
say.
Vandross. But he's better than all of those people too, I guess, huh? He's better than Luther Vandross or Bobby Brown. He's better than R. Kelly. What?
I get your point. I see what you're saying. I definitely do. I definitely
What?
see what you're saying. At the same time, from a woman's perspective, when it's regarding my man that you know what
Man,
I'm
you supposed to say that
saying?
behind closed doors, baby. You the king.
No.
Why would you go
You
on there
don't want to
on
let them
live
carry your
TV?
name to the top of the world.
Why would you go on live? That's equivalent to somebody saying, I don't know, somebody saying Young Thug better than Tupac. Mariah the Sign say Young Thug better than Tupac. That's disrespectful. It ain't damn true.
I don't care. I'm disrespecting any nigga behind my man. I
Oh
said
yeah.
my man better than you. So what? I'm just saying
That's
that's just how it is. Don't get me wrong. We can be a realist, and I can sit here and know my man can come home and swear and quit and think he finna quit his job or think he finna get. Hold on, listen. He think he can get all this equipment because he finna build a studio and support artists. Even though I might not believe in him, all right, baby, let's get this shit built together. You gonna keep that job though, but let's get this shit built together.
Only thing Bobby Brown is the king of smoking rocks. That's the only thing he was the king of getting high. He the king of getting high, but he ain't the king of no R&B. No, hell no. King of R&B? What?
I give you that. I don't think he's the king of
That's
R&B.
blasphemous.
I agree that I do not think that he's the king of R&B. However, if it's regarding my man,
Can't hear you. Yeah, but we still gotta be. We gotta be real now. We have to be honest.
no, I'm just saying like I was saying, like I don't care if King Julian sitting in front of me. If King Julian asks me who the king is, and I know my nigga the king.
He the king of his house, but he wasn't the king of no. He ain't better than he wasn't even the lead singer in his own damn group. So how he the king? Like Ralph Trampan was the lead singer. So how you gonna be the lead singer? How you the king? He wasn't even the lead singer in his own damn group. He the king of what? King of crack? King of drugs? King of acting stupid? But what is he the king of? King of what? This is a damn shit.
That's just how whether a woman with a crackhead or whether a woman with a top notch provider.
She is delirious.
You
can't be serious.
They're gonna step behind their man.
Nah, I would have. When she made that statement, that ended his career right there. I mean, his career was ended already. He was a one-hit wonder with Prerogative, but that right there ended his career. Bobby Brown, the king of R&B. I said, yep. She on some new type of shit right here. This shit right here, I don't even want to try this. When she said that, I threw all my weed away. When she said that before, I threw all the weed away. I said, I don't need to get on nothing else. I don't need to try nothing else.
You are too crazy.
I threw it all away. But what's your most toxic music opinion?
My most toxic music opinion? What do you mean by that? Like,
what's your most toxic music opinion? You want to come back to it, or?
Well, yeah, I believe. See, I'm gonna get in trouble when I say that. I believe that there should be a committee that regulates what music is put out and what music is allowed for children ears.
Okay.
I believe that there should be a committee, like how there's drugs and stuff like that, and a lot of the drugs, they got to go through FDA or whatever the case may be. But I can't use that as an example because there's plenty of drugs that being sold that doesn't go through FDA. But still, I do feel like that there's plenty of music that should go through a committee, that should go through a board to be, I guess you can say, censored. At the same time, I also don't agree with going forward with that because that's a double-edged sword. You see what I'm saying? And if you're gonna go, and as Black people, we don't own an industry. So if we do go forward with a committee or a board that censors certain types of music, then it's inevitable for certain messages, for most messages that we put out to be 100% censored. It's inevitable for our image to be censored to the world. It's inevitable for it to backfire on us. So that's why I say it's a toxic. That's why I think it is toxic, because it's a double-edged sword. It can go drastically left or it can go drastically right.
Well, how you feel about this part though? Young Miami got some controversy from that spin there. Eric in the Yari spoke out about the song, She ain't mentioned the song, but the sources are saying she's talking about it, saying it make the community looks bad, make women look bad, and the community as a whole. What's your thoughts on the Spend It song? Spend that shit.
I actually stand on neutral grounds regarding that because I actually do agree with what she's saying, how it is detrimental to our community about what she's about the image that she's portraying. At the same time, the reason why I stand neutral ground because there's plenty of other artists that has paved the way for her to be able to put a song out like this. And two things can be true at once. You see what I'm saying? It can be detrimental to the community, but it also can be a fun song at the same time. I just kind of feel like it's up to you how you interpret it. I listen to Spin That Shit. I listen to it, but that doesn't negate how I carry myself. That doesn't take away my intentional thinking. That doesn't take away my degree. It doesn't take away that I'm a homeowner. It doesn't take away that I respect myself. It doesn't take away none of that. So I don't know simply because I agree, but then again I don't
Right,
agree
right. She basically
because
was.
I have my own mind to stray away from that.
Well, this is what her exact quotes though. She said, "I urge listeners to make wise choices about the music they consume. You know, in there, I always make clean music. I just look at music as entertainment. Whatever you take from it is your business. But go ahead, go ahead.
I agree, and a lot of people don't understand how spiritual music is. And all music operates on frequencies, and that has an extreme effect on the mind and on the body. And that's a whole nother conversation people do not like to have, like on a spiritual level. Music is that deep. It is. So I understand what she's saying. At the same time,
To each his
because
own. To each his own.
yeah, music is that deep, and I understand what she's saying. But at the same time, I go
What?
out here listening to Trina look back at it. I got an ass so big like the sun. I hope you got a mouth for a dick. I want to run. That don't mean nothing. I get to my business. I got my business done. I take
I
care of
mean,
my.
me listening to trap music never made me want to quit my job and start opening up shop and selling bowls. Or
That's
listen.
you. But there is definitely people that has 100% that has done that.
Wait.
Hold on.
Listen. No, let
Let's
me
see.
finish. Let me say this. I'll let you talk.
Okay.
So when you go to the judge, so you gotta talk. This Eminem made a bar about this. I forgot that song. Is it Soldier? I don't think it's something with people. I forgot the name of the song. Eminem said, "So if you want to blame music for everything, I'm gonna look that song up too right quick." So when you delete somebody, when you load up, you gotta tell the judge the music made me load up the gun and delete this person because of this song. The music did it. So tell the judge the music did it and see if you get off. Tell the judge that the music made me get and delete this guy.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it
That's what you
hasn't.
said.
That's not what I'm saying. I said that it has an influence.
Anything can influence you. Your thoughts can influence you. Pressure can influence you. Your situations can influence you, but that don't make it an excuse.
That doesn't make it. It doesn't make it an excuse, but it makes it an influence. That's like saying certain things in the environment that you in doesn't affect you or doesn't influence you, or how you are raised, or how you think, or how you come out. You see what I'm saying? For a lot of the people, like you go to the hood right now, and you look at a lot of people that's raised in the hood. A lot of people that do become adults that was raised in the hood as children, they stay in the hood because it's the environment that has developed their mind. It's their environment that has influenced their mind. All of this shit, like, don't get me wrong. Like anything can influence anybody. It's all about the will. It's all about the will of the mind. You see what I'm saying? Just because it hasn't influenced you doesn't mean it won't influence another person. Just because it ain't haven't influenced you to pick up a gun, plenty of our youth out here, listening to this type of music, picking up guns. You see what I'm saying? And banging and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. Don't
Right,
get me
right.
wrong. What
Well,
you're saying is 100% true. I give you that, and I absolutely agree with that. But
thank
I
you.
stand neutral because while I agree with what you're saying, I also agree with what I'm saying. Both
And
things.
these are the exact lyrics. The song is sang for a moment. He said, "They say music can alter moods and talk to you. Well, can it load a G up for you and cock it too? Well, if it can, then the next time you assault a dude, just tell the judge it was my fault and I get sued."
Yeah,
Man,
wasn't
what?
there like a whole thing? that was trying to be passed to use lyrics against artists that they put it like wasn't that a whole thing?
Well, hold on, let me explain.
I'm just saying, don't artists put a lot of their stories into
I can
a lot of
explain. Let me
yeah,
explain. Let me explain. Let me put context behind this. See,
absolutely.
this is the problem with people. We hear something, but we don't have context. It's like going to church. The pastor is taking scriptures out of context. So when you
Okay, we're
take the
not talking
text
about
out of
that.
the
Tell me what you're trying to tell.
so
Tell
if you
me.
take text out of the con, you're getting conning people. What the cases we heard with YSL, with Young Thug, in the Lil Durk situations, if lyrics can be used against you, if they can prove that you're doing actual crime. If that was the case, they can use lyrics. If they can prove that you've done something. See, this is what a police officer told me. He said, I ain't gotta prove you did nothing now. I just gotta prove what you did before to convict your ass. So if they can use lyrics that you something that you did, like if they were convicting people off lyrics, don't you think 95, 80, 98% of rappers be in jail or
No,
in
I don't.
prison?
No, I don't.
They can't convict you off lyrics.
I
It's
don't think
freedom of
so.
speech.
I don't think so. If they were able to convict you off lyrics, I still do not
Now
believe
they can use
95%.
they can use anything against you. They can use hell, they can use a damn people got convicted off Instagram. They say social media is the number one indicator